Hey, Nika. Hi, Alex. I love it when you guys are on YouTube instead of Facebook because I usually can see that. It's electronics. Electronic companies hate me, so what good reason? I'd rather like it that way. They're evil. going yet. I smell the coffee is made. Oh, I see a dawn. Okay, here we come. Ready or not. Hello, hello. Hi, Ida. Alright. And here she comes. Oh my goodness. Wait, what you doing there, Miss Dawn? Oh, I can't hear you. My phone's messing up.
Uh-oh.
should be able to hear you, right?
No, we're not on a phone call.
Sorry, guys. We gotta do a sound mixer-upper here. Come on. Speakers. Says monitor and output. Can you guys hear Dawn?
Can you guys hear me?
Speak, Dawn. Speak, Dawn. Say something.
What would you like me to say? Anything? Everything? The secrets of the universe?
I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Okay, I'm calling you. That works for me.
Hello, Alex.
Well, hi, Dawn. How are you?
I'm doing all right. We got a little bit of reverb on my end.
A little bit? That's probably because you're too loud here. Okay, what you got?
Still a little bit, not a lot. Much better, though, because I'm not hearing myself talk too.
Yeah, I just want to make sure they can hear you. Okay, we got Yida. Hi, Elaine. Okay. So, hello, everybody. Pardon me. Okay, I saw Alex first, but then I don't know if I can see. The chat keeps disconnecting on my freaking. Oh, there we go. On my phone. And okay. And then we have Nika in here. I haven't seen her in a minute. Nika. Nika, you feel different. Just a little bit over here, though. There's still a whole lot of shit over here, though. You feel a little different over here. Oof, I'm excited. And then we have Ida. Did you want a reading, Elaine? I'm sorry, my voice is crackly.
You have Elaine here too tonight?
We do.
Hi, Elaine.
Amazing Miss Elaine McNaughton. You can find her. She does amazing energy work. She works with you and teaches you to work with your energy physically in an amazing method that she developed called the paradigm shift technique. Now, granted, I'm different, but Dawn can tell you because this happened at her house when I was like pretty volatile when I got there, and it was about 6 months later I talked to Elaine, and I like cleared a lot of energy. And every time I felt it coming up, I'd do her technique. She's amazing. She Now I saw Dawn over there doing a little bit of her clearing, and considering I'm moving and somebody else is gone, I thought we'd do a little resin. Some holy freaking smoke. What do you say, guys? Yeah? Take this, you freaking electronic nightmares. And anything else in here, there's your crack. Get the fuck out. Oh, and I love this charcoal. Can you see it sparkling? This charcoal, you guys, if you burn resin, wait. It's the shiznit. And we have tons of it. So let me know if you guys want some, okay? You're going to have to call me. And I made a mighty mix here. I have. We're going to have some hellacious holy smoke, ladies. And gentlemen, if there's any here. Oh, yeah, some of that white cobalt. And, breakups are hard. And people get in bad mindsets because hurt people hurt people. So there's some very wounded souls out there. And we should send them understanding and love and healing.
And permission to take their power back, cleanse their energy, take their power back, and give back any energy that does not belong to them.
Well, I think they have plenty of power that they don't realize what they do, which is why I entered this scene because that is Emperor energy and above. And he may realize it, but he doesn't know how it works. So I kind of do. But it shouldn't be about power, honestly. I mean, you should stand in your own always, but, it helps if you know what power you're really standing in, whether you're on the fence, whether you're in the deep, or whether you're in the fucking clear, you know? So I think understanding, because we really need to start teaching from the we us perspective instead of the I me, here's the rules. Rules are they're hardline rules promote guilt because every situation is different and you may have to break those freaking rules. So I'm kind of a rebel. So tonight I'd like to light this candle of purity, and I'm rewriting my candle spell. I don't want to focus on negativity. I want to focus on positivity. So I'm going to do a rewrite.
Is that a candle spell or a candle blessing?
Well, when I wrote it, it was a candle spell. But as I developed, it's a blessing if you think about it. I mean, you know it by heart. So it's. I think I want to focus on. Um, I ask the universe to see this lighter's positivity. And I don't know.
And give the lighter clarity.
I just thought about that today, so. Because the intent is everything. And I wish nothing but healing and love and happiness for these people. Because I'm tired of feeling their bullshit, and I don't care which people it is, whether it's your family that you can't deal with, or, the people who never understood you or made you feel less than. And there's only one thing in this existence that I ever found that was constant. So, in a way, I also wish that they know my father. Because if they knew my father, it'd fix this world like that. Being in that presence and knowing the true nature of that presence would fix everything. Honestly. So, with only goodness and love and intent. Hi, Natalie. For all the wounded people who wound people or think that they need to who don't understand that people can love them without stuff or things. May they be blessed. Right about now is usually where I kind of. And I'm just gonna put this right over here. Oh. Hi guys, I'm back. Oh, you are welcome. You guys really need it. If there's trauma, I don't know what her fees are. I'm sure she has that worked out, but uh, her website is PST, the Paradigm Shift Technique, or just ask me or Dawn. We can point the way. And we both have used the technique, and we have both cleared a lot of shit in a matter of minutes. So, um,
Look, I can attest to that.
but you have to want to heal, guys. You really do.
The first time I met Elaine was when I came down to Alice's house. Alice decided to do a video chat,
Yes, Natalie.
and Elaine and I were siding each other up the whole time we were talking. I
Why?
waited a couple of days and I sent her a message,
What?
and she and I had a conversation a couple of hours that night. And when Alice woke up the next day, she walked into the living room. She turned her head. She lifted it up. She cocked it the other way. And she said, "There's been a shift in the energy in this house."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys don't even know what you are and how much you affect your environment just by the way you feel and the way you think. And quite honestly, I'm just gonna start kicking some ass with some truth here and try and shift it to where we can start thinking about learning from love instead of anger and defense. Because that's where the shift comes in, really, is a new way of thinking and looking at things. And yeah, I'm open for, I mean, I don't care. I'm open for debate on methods, techniques, discussions, because people need some healing shit going on here. That's why we need this healing center for wonderful people like Elaine. Oh my God. All right, we have Alex first, but let's just pull one of these babies first. All right, I'm just gonna pull it. Oh, that one feels right. Luminescence. Stand up and shine, bitches. All right. Now, right now there's a spiritual battle going on. I'm sure you guys can feel it. Hi, Avika. What? Future. Okay. You sure you want to know? Those can be scary sometimes. Shouldn't we work on the magic of the here and now so your future will be bright? But, a lot of people live in worry and fear. I'm afraid it doesn't live here. Okay. Now, as I'm looking at this luminescence, I mean, she's beautiful. Look, she's in the water. She's just gorgeous. She's making some kind of juju happen with those glowing little angel wings there. She looks pixie, like a water pixie. There's so much going on here. There is so much, like, magic and energy, and I don't know. It's a beautiful image. And this is about, to me, when I see this card, I am seeing her feel everything and see how it's going through her hands into her heart. She's pulling it in her crown chakra and right into that beautiful water. She's doing her job for the earth, for Mother Earth, which is pulling that love of the divine and grounding it and feeding her. She's making that connection, the truth of how energy runs. And look what it's doing to her. Isn't she beautiful? I love that. I'm not even reading the meaning right now. I'll read it later. I don't care. I'll read what the artist says later if I get to it. I said that last time, didn't I? And I don't think I got to it, but shit happens. We were busy, I think. Or I was. Were you here last time? You weren't here last time, were you? And we missed her too. Well, crap. I just can't get that in there. Hang on. I can too. Here. We don't need you. We need her. No, I can't. This shit is all backwards, and we'll figure it out one day. Should I bring this table so we can set up our... Alright, we need a list. Alright, guys. Alex, are you here, sweetheart? Are you here, Alex? I see her way up there, but... I wonder how much of a delay there is on this.
It's usually 30 seconds to a minute.
Hi, Miss Leslie B. 12:12. Oh, hell. Ooh. Okay. Whenever I see 12:12, I know what pops in my mind. There's 1122. So there's so much meaning in 12:12 for me that it's just like, lady, okay, this is what it is, okay? You're starting to understand that you are your singular entity, but you're also the divine entity and wisdom, which I kind of put with the number 2, and you add you, and that's the Holy Trinity, which is 3. Number 1, 2, 3. Yes. So that goes to 3, 3.
And ones are about starting something, and
New.
two's about balance.
Yes, which I was getting to because the 2, 2. I mean, there's a lot of energy in 12:12. You don't even know. And then there's a 6, which is all about balance if you do that. And then there's 3, 3, which is all about holy shit, you better sit down because you're going to start feeling some shit and seeing some shit maybe. And I would just start getting a notebook and taking notes because that's one of the things I wish I would have done. And I think I did at first, but then they just started coming and it's like, if you don't slow down, I'm going to go crazy. Give me a break. And that's when I started sleeping with some kind of something on. So I had to ask them to slow the hell down. All right. She's hard to hear. Well, maybe. Is your microphone turned up, Dawn?
I don't have a whole lot of options. My volume is all the way up.
Okay. All right. I'm not seeing Alex showing up. Okay. And Nika is next. Nika, you've known us for how many freaking years now? Quit feeding the damn psychics. Okay? Sit there. So, she hasn't fed you, Dawn. You go first. God damn it.
And I can't read any of the comments anyway.
That's what I said. Nika. No, wait, I'm not looking. I just see a long old crap there about this and that. And it's like, you know what, Nika? You're getting a message from Spirit that you need to hear. I don't even know what she said. I'm sure whatever you're thinking of, if that's not the message we bring, I'm sure one of us, number one, will hit on it because that's what we do. But don't feed the psychic. And let me tell you why. Because I want you to understand that you are having a valid experience from Spirit. If you tell us what's going on, duh, you're.
And we do ask questions.
We
have yes, no questions.
Okay, yes or no, unless we don't say a word. Tell us you want a reading, fine. General is great, but don't say a word about anything else unless we ask you for either a validation or to explain, and then you can tell us more. But until then, let's see what kind of magic faith brings. Because usually you'll get your question answer. I mean, we'll tell you what we feel, but keep it in mind that your life is a reflection of your divine connection. How about if you have troubles in your life, let's work on why, okay? Because there's something that divine wants you to see that we're doing to it that we may not even know we're doing, that's reflecting in the relationships you're having here. 100% of the time.
Okay. Nika, let me start off by saying I'm proud of you.
I felt that. I don't know. I felt a change over here, but there's still some shit over here. I don't know what that is. Do you?
The first card.
Ooh.
Which means you're finally starting to stand in your truth. You're looking at things, you're seeing them for what they actually are, not what you want them to be. And that's a good thing.
But can I have? I.
A very long time. And there's still something that you're not wanting to look at yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Herself.
And you're feeling quite broken. Okay? We got the Page of Pentacles upside down.
Mm-mm. What are you waiting on you're not hearing about?
We've got the Chariot.
That's the shit going on over there.
We got the jet card upside down. So you're moving, okay? And you feel like it's been an injustice, okay? And you're tired of the bullshit. You're tired of the going back and forth. You're tired of things being great for a while and then losing everything. And you're coming into yourself. This card, this little mini empress, this time she's got her money right. She's got her money right, okay? She's got that attitude. She's single, okay?
What attitude is that, Dawn?
Hold on. She's standing in her truth. Hold on, hold on. She is embodying.
That looks like I got a shit.
You're stepping into your empress energy, okay? You're stepping into, you're not bullshit. You're gonna make sure that everything is provided. We'll have the world at your fingertips. And sun came out, and I don't care if this starts upside down. It is sunny skies and all the good shit. No matter if it's upside down or right side up. Okay? And stay on the path you're on. Stay on the path you're on. You hear me? Because when you do, the right one is going to come along, and you're not even going to question it.
You can't hear, Dawn? Well, Dawn, are you using your computer?
No.
Because your light and your camera's going wacky do. Oh, and my shit's going wacky do too. Be gone, ye demons, ye electronic demons. Okay. She said she can't hardly hear you, Dawn.
Fantastic.
I know, right? Let me turn you more towards here, but then I hear. I don't want you to get reverb, though.
And that actually took care of the reverb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, is that better?
Can you hear her now? She sounds far. Well, she's probably far away from her mic.
Yeah. Okay. Stepping in. You're turning your wrist. Hold on your path. There's something still that you're not wanting to admit as that, but you're getting there. You're getting there. You're feeling kind of weak right now. Hold steady. You got this. Okay? The move is coming very quickly. You feel like that move has been injustice, but that injustice has also ignited in you that it won't have to happen again. And you're stepping into the mini empress energy where you make sure that you got your money right. Might not go to the movies this week because you got a bill coming up next week, but you're going to make sure that your bills are all paid. You'll have fun. And you're going to start finding things to do that don't cost a lot of money. You're going to find things that are going to bring you and the family closer together, you and the kid, that doesn't cost a lot of money, but you'll still have fun. You got the world at your fingertips. And if you stay on course, if you stay with this determination that you got right now, that you're looking out from underneath you, you're going to be okay. I don't care if this goes upside down or not. What's that, Alice?
Well, I wanted to put Miss Leslie B in there because I saw her show up there, and I wanted to get her in the right order just in case. I don't know what's going on with chat. It sucks as usual. It's gonna fuck with us, guys. It's just the way it is. So we got you. We're reading you. Earlier, Nika, I saw when I caught him, I saw the tower come up with the four cups with the hands in the air, and I feel like that there's something that in the core of the way that you think or dream. Um, yeah, something that has been like embedded not only in here but in here, and we need to get a different perspective on that might help. I don't know quite what it is yet though, but I do feel a difference. I think what she's doing is trying to, I don't know. I feel like you've been trying to realize when you're worrying or fretting and trying to actively change your mind to a positive. But see what my chat's doing? I don't know if you guys can see this. It keeps like disconnecting. Oh my goodness. It keeps like disconnecting.
That's great stuff, Alice.
But I don't do it on purpose. And I'm not breaking stuff. I just have a lot of stuff everywhere because I don't have a lot of room. And I'm trying to make it to where I can use it all, which is hard. Okay, Nika, let's dive in. I gotta move this. I need this. I'm just gonna put this right here. I think I'm getting accident prone trying to clear out some energy here.
So maybe that holy smoke will help out.
Yeah, I need to Oh yeah, baby. There's some dragon's blood and some frankincense and some white copal and some go away evil and some clean house and a lot of good shit. All right, Mika, here we go. And yep. Okay, what I was getting earlier is we have to look at. Yeah, they don't want us talking. I'm not kidding. Um, this is the part we have to look at right here. It's your thoughts about what love may be and how you're manifesting a piece of you that you've been taught to be that's actually blocking you from destiny, which kind of leaves you with fate. So there's something in this. We don't want the fish in the cup, okay? Unless the fish is the most exotic fish in the world, you don't want to be given or getting a poison cup of fish piss. Okay? So this could actually be a very rare, genuine, one of a kind treasure. I don't know. And then, the snake on the dude's head there, that can depends on how you look at it. Could be two things, just like the fish. So I think we need to look at your perspective about duality, because I don't think you have a balanced center on duality and how it works, and the choices we make and the options we have when we make different choices. All right, so let's see what we got. And then we got the Two of Cups right after. That's about choices. And then we have the Sun upside down. Now, when I see this card, there's so much involved in the Sun that it's not even funny. It's a very deep card. And you know me, I'm not going to look at this on the surface and say, okay, somebody's not seeing their worth and it's turning their life upside down because their true soulmate is not getting the best of you because you don't know what that is yet. The Sun is here. It is, but it's this way. Okay? And the reason it's this way is because of the way you see this fish. So the Sun's here. It talks about, I mean, when I think about the Sun, I think about the warm rays of the light, and. So it's there, but it's like you're not noticing it. So it's kind of, hey, bitch, what the fuck, the Sun's not happy. We need it, you know.
She's in the middle of changing her perspective on things.
Oh, I know, because you know what happened right after that?
That's exactly why I said, because my son was upside down too. That's exactly why I said I don't care if it's upside down or not. It it means things are changing. It's good stuff coming. The Hierophant, nice.
Oh, the problem is that you're worried about men and not getting straight with men and having a man. See, that's the problem. You're just gonna go more of this shit. Is that? I mean, are you fixed, Nika? Have you fixed the problem within you that's causing this to happen?
I think that's what she's working on now.
Well, that's yeah, yeah, and we're getting there. She's actively, trying to take responsibility for all that worried thinking, and she's having a little help here
Yay.
with the Hierophant. But see, the thing about the Hierophant is means you just stepped up to a higher court. You should not be worried about what the hell man is coming and going right now. Because you're kind of being seen by a higher source. And there's a reason for that, Nika, because this shit, even if you find a good man, you're going to fuck him up. Until you fix yourself. And then, you know what that causes? That causes more of, well, what you put out comes back. So if we want to have this right side up, we need to fix, yeah, that whatever it is that, you might be putting out first. Because when I look at this, if I give you this spirit reading, spirit saying, hey, the Two of Cups is also, to me, the one and only true twin flame that anybody should have is spirit. First, foremost. All right? That should be your twin flame first and foremost. And anybody who understands that and does the same is a divine soulmate for you. But if we don't do this first and we start concentrating on, this without this, then we get this. So, um, I want to know, Nika, why do you feel like you need a man to validate yourself? Because let's start with that, but we'll get into that later. Oh, hello, Ace of Wands. Boomba. That's just the beginning, though. But that also means that, to me, if you let truth come in with the message of the Hierophant, which is like what? The Archangel Metatron, in a way? The right hand mouthpiece of God, the Holy Scribe himself. I mean, he's here for a reason because your energy isn't shit. All right? And I actually, a lot of people who don't realize their own energy and what they do to other people, they get hit with all kinds of karma and all kinds of pain, and they don't know why. And this is why, because you have a lot of energy, and we haven't been responsible for it. So we need to learn how to be responsible for our energy and healing our pain between the divine and quit, make that first, and then, or this first, and then that here comes later. As soon as you get right with the truth that is within you, I'm not going to tell you what that is because that's between you and it. Ooh, the magician. Oh, 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 oh. See, I mean, I'm feeling good. There's some shit, I don't know. The Fool. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 minor arcana sitting right here. Now, do you want to know why you're here? Because everybody on this planet deserves to have a happy, productive co-creation with a partner. And quite honestly, we're all and if you have big energy, that's why you're here, because I don't want to see you go through karma. And I'm telling everybody now, you're here because you're at a crossroad. Now, you can either understand your energy and learn how to be responsible with it by understanding what you're doing. Or, from this point on, if you cause pain to somebody from the wrong vibration, it's probably going to roll back pretty quickly, especially with these major court cards here. So, the door is open. But we need to get, what I'm not seeing here though, I'm seeing a lot of major, but I'm only seeing a Page of Cups here and a Two of Cups here. I'm really not happy about that. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got a lot of wands. What do you think love is, sweetheart? Two of wands. That's about choices and changes. And on this one, I love this deck. It's kind of different, but do you see how he's like holding on to one wand and he has one back there just in case? And he's got his, he's looking out over the countryside. But, you know, he ain't looking like he's feeling too good with his head chopped off. He might be looking for a better perspective, and he might want to, like, try that other wand over there for a while instead of all reliable. In other words, let's try some different choices, maybe. And that's between the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. Now, between the Two of Cups and the Sun reversed, we have the Wheel of Fortune on the upside. When you're on the wheel, it depends on where you get off, whether you're on the top or on the bottom of it. You want to be on top. You do. But to be on the top, you kind of got to think from a higher vibration instead of the lower vibrations, which will get you a cone and let you understand the difference between the divine vibrations and understandings and emotions and the physical. We can do that, right, Don?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you're on the Wheel of Fortune on this, honey. Whether or not you gain this new perspective that you need and understand that whatever hole is inside you that's letting this pain in, you end up worrying and fearing and projecting into somebody else being involved with this pain. And so we need to like take care of that before we think about whoever the hell you're thinking about. So yeah, change can occur. Oh, look what we have here. We have the Queen of Cups. Now, the thing about the Queen of Cups is she's amazing. She's the nurturer, she's the creator, she's the inspiration, she's the muse, she's the mother, she's the cook. What, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, you name it. She's so talented. Her cup is full of talent, okay? Knowledge, wisdom of the deeper meanings of what's important. And her cup is very important. All right? And the reason her cup is important is because that's the pure manna from the divine. She's very careful about what goes in this cup. She is not going to let her drop of poison defile that cup. So she's very picky about what energy she shares. And if you get a drink out of her cup, manna from heaven. And I think that somewhere in you is this beautiful Queen of Cups who has been traumatized by some pattern mindset that we need to find from childhood, usually. Oh, wounded warrior. That's your empath side, ma'am. This is why we're here. It's also defensive, but you're ready to fight at any given moment. You don't want to fight. You're tired of fighting. You're the wounded warrior. You don't understand why you have to keep fighting. Well, because of this fucked up shit back here that you're not understanding or seeing a part of your worth that belongs to the divine. Honestly. and that kind of offends the divine and makes him kind of grumpy here, kind of like you not having your good relationships make you grumpy. Well, you're not having a good relationship with the one you should worry about more than this stuff. Because once you get a good relationship and you get straight there, there's no stopping you. And it's not like you have to give up any fun or whatever with the old bullshit. Well, yeah, we have the hermit. You've been doing a lot of soul searching. We have to get you to understand too your empath ability because you pick up a lot of things from other people that you don't realize you're doing. It's like you can go from happy to really weird, and then I don't even know where that came from. What the hell was that? Well, that's somebody else's energy, is what that is, and you're not realizing it. That's okay. You will. When you get a hold of this shit, it's gonna be good. But you need to go inside more and examine how, what, where, when, and why you are the wounded warrior, but you're still alive. You're still ready to fight, but you're also ready to relax, but you're not because there's something going on. You still have that staff in your hand. We need to find out why. Now, I bet I can know and tell you why. It's because there's something you're stubbornly holding on to.
Or someone.
Or someone. Same. That's a symptom. Okay? This is the abandonment issues. Holding on to things, trauma bonding. There's a lot to it. And this again is where Elaine is fucking awesome. So that's between the magician and the fool. So the magician, ma'am, is a manifester because, again, and we told you this a long time, you don't understand your energy. It is not little, or you wouldn't be here. Oh, we have the King of Cups. And we have the Queen of Cups. That's a divine match, along with the Two of Cups down here. Now, why is it upside down? Because of this little fucker right here and what's in this goddamn cup. What you're bringing each other. It's like probably pickled fish with tequila. I don't know. That's not where love comes from, guys. You are a unique and beautiful, one of a kind prize fish. Bring pickled fish. I just. Knight of Swords. Alright, Knight of Swords. In this, if I was saying and reading this from the 3D and what's going on, I'd be saying, girl, you have too many irons in the fire or too many interests in the irons to go into a fire. I don't know. So it looks like, I mean, I would say you're not making up your mind. It's like there's one here that's the king, and then there's one on backup just in case the king ain't showing up. Now that's between the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups. Huh. Okay, let's look here. Oh, here we got a King of Swords. How many backups you got there, Nika? Ooh, how many you looking at? Now, the King of Swords is also the King of Truth. As long as he's also the general. Like, I kind of look at him as the general. He don't fuck around, but usually he's fair when he's right side up. And this guy's right side up. And, you know, the thing about the King of Swords, though, if you bring him some bullshit, you see that sword right there? That's the Ace of Swords. That is the sword of truth of the divine knowledge. He knows you can't lie to this motherfucker, and I wouldn't do it if I were you. So it could be something to do with, I see him as an official. I don't know. But again, we have a lot of male energy on this board, but if I was reading this in the spirit sense, I would say this is good freaking news. Okay? I mean, really good freaking news, because these kings showing up is you understanding and balancing and moving in some type of masculine understanding. Let's see where it's taking us. Ah, it's about conquest and winning at all costs. Huh. Maybe it's about the message. Because I know I can stand in that Five of Swords. You piss me off, Papa. But I really don't see any upside down men here, Nika. Are men a conquest here? I mean, is this what's validating this wound down here? Because you know these are human beings, right? And I don't know. I think you should show up for you whole, and maybe you'll see you won't need to make humans backups. Right, I see that, but you don't have a wife attitude yet because of this little bit of perspective right there, ma'am. We have the devil here, ma'am. That's the perspective we need to change right there, okay? This is codependency, Nika. You're needy. As long as you're needy, there's going to be fear. You're always going to be afraid. You cannot go into a relationship being needy because then you're a burden and not a blessing. We need to change this to becoming a blessing because we're not needy. So it don't matter which one of these motherfuckers come in or go out. It won't matter. You're still going to be okay. No matter what. But I'm still not seeing any mother or wives here. I'm seeing somebody needing to embrace the love, the nurturing, and not only for other people, but also for yourself. Justice, ma'am. All right, there's some karma playing out here. And remember what I told you about even you don't understand your energy and if you have the like wrong subconscious mindset, you're out there being a little pain maker to people and you don't realize it and then all kinds of shit goes wrong because people don't understand the law of karma. How you generate it and how it comes back. and I'm seeing all this, where's my man? Where's this? How about if let's talk about you, boo? All right. So here's the thing, Nika. Here's the thing, Nika. I see you realizing something soon, and I see you taking a little time in the hermit mode, finding your light, focusing on finding your light and your truth. And I actually see you ascending here to a new level of happy. I knew I was excited about you. Now, as for the men, that's your choice, but I'm just going to tell you that there's going to be pain here, and I don't know about them, but I see how you might generate it, and you're the one that's here, so I'm more worried about you, okay? Um, they're there. They're all three there showing up for you. But now, here's a king here, and you're like cutting thirds, or however many backups there are. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get through this. We will. I know it. People are not options. Don't even put people in your mind as the other guy. Would you like to be the other woman? Yes. Well, yeah, a lot of the struggling and pain. Oh, look, magic on the bottom. Bitch, get out. You got some shit coming. You better hold on to your knickers, I'm telling you. You're going to see something and it's going to make you so free and a lot happier. And, um, soon, as soon as you, like, do what you need to do, even if you get him back right now, it's still going to be painful. So, hang on. But there is a divine couple on that board. Okay, again, I'm saying no because we got the hermit here. Soon, no, because
Right now,
I think he still has healing to do too, and you need to like move away from thinking about each other and start thinking about healing yourself because you're both wounded.
ship is a trauma bond.
Yes, I keep I keep hearing something. Hang on. But yeah, not yet, Nika. I mean, you can because there's a soulmate, there's a real connection. It depends on what you do with it and what you do with yourself before you do something with it. Because if you come in there with all this trauma, you're just going to make more pain. So, I mean, you could force it if you want to and, do. Because literally, you guys, when we think about owning or possessing or da da da, that's mine and it hurts us not to be there, with your energy, what you're doing is he's feeling it. You're hurting him. Just in the thought, you need to get straight with you. Or else this cycle's going to keep continuing. Hang on a minute.
Because it's a cycle of triggers, okay? You do something to trigger him, he does something to trigger you. The only way to change any of that is to actually address your stay strong in it. Don't go back to the react, because that's the crazy in it, and you're working on finding your inner balance, and that's where those triggers are your guideposts. You start addressing those. You start addressing the patterns, the cycles that you guys have been going through for your entire marriage. You start addressing those and start making changes in that, and you'll see a difference. Okay? It's not something that's necessarily going to happen overnight, although it could. Okay? If he's doing work on himself as well, it could. But more often than not, it takes a little bit of time. Alice ran away.
Well, there's stuff going on outside. I was checking it out.
Wow. Okay.
Well, being vigilant right now isn't bad.
Right. Not at all.
Uh,
I'm not having. I was having cards falling out, but I'm not having any cards falling out now.
you're what?
The relationship that you're trying to get back, you can address the things that need to be changed in it in order for you to be able to have it be the relationship that you want. Okay? And you need to start working on yourself in those areas. You came out in my spread as the Queen of Swords. Okay? That
That's
means you're starting to stand in your truth. You're starting to stand.
you're
Starting to not waver.
and starting to feel that divine truth within you.
Yes. And as you do that, the Nine of Pentacles came out, the mini Empress, the things that you've gone through, the patterns that you've been going through consistently, you're fed up. Legitimately fed up. And you're starting to make changes so that you don't have to keep going through those cycles. As you continue to do that, that's when you're going to see things shift. That's when you're going to see, the changes in your husband. Okay? But you need to stand firm in yourself and in the decisions that you've made, and don't pay just because he comes back and says, hey, how you doing?
You guys, I put up a post today with the in the garden, and you guys really need to understand, especially people with big energy like Empress energy or even certain Queen energy, can really fuck people up if you don't get a handle on it and understand that you have it for a reason. It's a divine gift, all right? And when you misuse it to harm people and cause them trauma that harms people and da da da, it's like if you yeah, we don't even know we're doing it really until we get a certain perspective of the truth of the way energy works. All right. Now, a lot of people want to throw out positive this, positive that, positive this. Yeah, I've been breaking that spell for a while, but still, people want to lean one way. And when you understand that when you lean this way, you're creating more of this. You're making this ramp up. Balance. All right. Non judgment, balance. That's where the magic's at. Not here, not here, not trying to push this mindset. Every situation is different with every person. You should use your intuition, and that comes from your heart. God talks through our heart. I mean, the divine talks through literally our energetic fields. Now, our heart doesn't speak the same language as our brain, so it goes through this thing called our intuition, which is kind of like the translator. They all work together. You can think about that as a holy trinity too. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I'm just trying to get this like information out here so people can understand how important you are to the divine, okay? You don't have to earn its favor. You already have its favor. But, you kind of cut yourself off from its favor and use its energy that it gave you big for a reason, because you're supposed to be out here healing people and not hurting people, or helping people and not, you know? So, once we get you straight, I mean, a lot of people think the divine is this and gonna be. No, it's not separate from you. You're his eyes, his ears, his arms, his legs. Everybody's out there praying for somebody or something to happen, da da da. Well, guess what? How do you think it happens? By people sitting out there praying that some big invisible boom comes from the sky, and no, it happens through us because we hear the call. It's like somebody suddenly, like, yeah, it's like this, oh my God, there's going to be a plane crash. You're booked on the plane, and suddenly you get a phone call, an emergency phone call, and you got to be somewhere else, and you miss the flight, and the plane crashes. That's the way that energy works. Okay? But do you think it's going to save your ass if you're out there being a generator? No. Why do you think plane crashes happen sometimes? If it's not, everything happens for a reason. And once you understand it, it's going to blow your mind. It's so fucking simple. Anyway, enough with that. Yida, I hope she's still here. And there's a lot of, okay, yes, trying to think positive no matter what's been going on. You've been doing good in that, because I felt that right away. Chat disconnected. That's my plan. Working or winning back the husband and bringing my family back together. See, you and your husband are actually soulmates. The bond is already there. You guys are just killing each other with it instead of supporting each other with it. Oh, Yeet is here. Okay, you don't understand that either. The bond's already there. You're supposed to be a divine couple, but you're just not being so divine. But then you don't understand the divine, and that the divine loves you and needs you to step up. And it's not like it wants you to be Miss Nicey Nice, because you're human too, and that's part of the fun of, being human, is not always being so. Yeah, there's times when that divine spirit is okay with not watching. It's okay to be human. But where we mess up is we keep saying, oh, I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake. An intentional act, thought, deed is not a mistake. Okay? That's different. So we need to quit using the word mistake when we know exactly what we're doing when we do it. So your excuse is not a mistake. If you know exactly what you're doing, and you know that if anybody finds out it's going to hurt somebody, guess what? That's not a mistake. That's intentional. Quit it. Anyway, that's some of the wisdom that we need to work on. Yida, 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 yida. She's my little pixie sweetheart. I just love her energy. It's big, but it's so fractal. I mean, it's everywhere. We need to get her recentered and call back in. Yeah, just a little tweak in your mindset, Nika. You'd be a powerhouse. And see, the thing about it is when we heal ourselves with a soulmate like that, when we raise our vibration and consciousness, we raise theirs too, because you're that connected. And then they might start seeing things differently as well and healing their wounds. It's a chain reaction, and we need to get this shit done, okay? Quit being little wussies. Pain's never killed anybody. I'm still sitting here. And then one of these days you're going to see pain as a means and a message of telling you that there's a strength in you you don't know you have, and it's time to step it up. All right. Yida. Temperance, speaking of which. Huh. Yida, my dear, when I see this, Temperance angel. You know, the thing that stands out most about her is her. So I feel like there's something that is being tempered about the way you see or understand yourself. I don't know. That was weird. I never felt that with that card before.
Isn't it amazing that you can look at the cards and they'll tell you something completely opposite of the meaning?
Well, no, the meaning's there. It's just
Right? But it's something that's not. It's
normal.
more.
Yeah. Oh my god, the high priestess right next to it. Because usually you're tempered by outside internal forces. I feel like you're being tempered by the divine here, ma'am. And talking about unseen forces from within, up comes the high priestess, my sister. 9 of Cups. Empress. That was fun. Okay. Yida, this is my energy here, and Dawn's energy. The only thing missing is a magician, and I'm sure it's here. I want to look at this temperance. I mean, I know your energy. I've known it from the beginning. And then I got something about it. Our actions when it comes to emotion. Balancing. Okay, here's 2, 2. Now, I'm looking at this on a heavenly realm with the temperance angel here. I'm not looking at men. I'm not looking at this. I'm looking at you and the divine here. So, knowing where I'm coming from, interesting. Okay, so I have a 2 and a 2 here, which is a master number, ma'am. And it's the 2 with the infinity around it and the lovers. with the temperance angel. And I'm saying, this had, oh, I never noticed that. Look at the angel back there. There. Look at the angel back there. This isn't about anything but you and you balancing eternity with the physical world. But there's something we're not quite seeing in this process yet. There's still a struggle. There's still a struggle. But usually what we're not seeing, oh, I just saw it too. What we're not seeing is what's standing behind us. We're not understanding what's standing behind us. Do you see it back there? Do you see the wolf pack? Can you guys see them? There's at least 2 wolves back there. So to me, that's like you're not feeling that much divine because you're not feeling that backup. Not only in, well, I think you're taking the physical world and thinking that's a reflection of your worth to the divine. And that's not the way it works, because then we're taking our physical reality and allowing it to program us instead of the truth, which is you have some major backup there. Maybe you're not seeing them. But hey, you got some magical little wolf packs back there. Just waiting and watching. Alright? I just get this feeling that those are her wolves. Now, usually, when I see this, if I would have saw that, I would think Little Red Riding Hood shit. But I'm not feeling that with this card. I'm loving those wolves because I feel like this is like the perspective that you're getting. You're changing some kind of fear into faith. Like, instead of fearing the wolves, the unknown, you're just understanding and standing in faith that those are your wolves and they're there for a reason, and that is to protect you. That is to love you. That is to back you up. And this is this divine connection here that you feel, yeah, you're feeling that in the physical, that nobody's there for you, but that's not true. I find it funny it's 2 fucking wolves too that you see most. Ow! So we're getting a new perspective. Ships going out, ships coming in. It's all my ships and it's doing good things. Let it go if you don't need it anymore so it can come back with what you do. They're all your ships. Don't be afraid of sending them out. Oh, there's the 2.
No, this is the 3.
Oh, you have the 3 too. Okay, different perspective that's going to bring you out of this. Okay, you're about to get a message. You're about to get a message. I don't know. You may be getting one. I don't know. But you're about to get a message that's going to take you out of a headspace and pull you more into a heart space. Because the headspace is fucking okay. With this 8 by the like backbiting and bullshit there with that little page in between, that's telling me that between your head and reality, you're feeling low man on the totem pole there, like you're a student. When you're not a student, my dear. Look at this. I mean, come on. I'm the temperance angel. This isn't a student. You're just not trusting yourself because you're letting this shit program you instead of this shit program this. Which we're all working through that at different levels. Here's the sun, sweetheart. Here's the sun. Okay, you've been making leaps and bounds and hurdles in such wonderful ways, and you're making more. You're making more, and I am so proud of you. This is some big juju. And I'm feeling something big change coming. Big change coming. A big shift. And sometimes that's a little painful. So remember that you are extremely valued and loved by the divine, okay? Hope is the conduit of miracles. Now it says hope, but I don't believe in hope. I believe in faith. Hope leaves room for doubt. And with what's behind you, once you understand that big force, that big magic, hope doesn't fit. Faith brings miracles, and faith in what you are, and faith in what's behind you. That's what I got for you, beautiful. All right. Wow, these are going a little bit. Big messages. I had a feeling. Nelly.
Hi. It's my turn.
Oh, sorry. You're right. You're right. The truth. Wait a minute. The truth of my. She said the truth of my soul is not like anyone else. Well, truth is truth. There's only one truth. Now, your expression of that divine connection is different. But when we use the word truth, we have to realize that there's only one truth. And if it isn't true for every man, woman, and child, then it's not a divine truth. Because divine truth is one man, you know. So we have to look at a few things in the way we look at things. You know what? I know the truth, but what am I here to? You know Um, what gifts of it am I here to bring? What divine expression am I supposed to be here doing? So, anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. You stop with so. Are you gonna finish your thought?
That was it.
That was it? Okay. Okay. So yeah, I agree with everything that she said. I was sitting over here yesing and knowing and okay.
Hey,
And
you know it?
I've got the more 3D version of it, okay? Everything that she said I fully agree with. Okay? You're letting go of regret, okay? You're starting to stand in your truth, okay? You're starting to get there. You're starting to stand up for yourself a lot more than you used to. Okay? You're still having trouble making choices, okay? And and sometimes when things don't resonate with you well, you hold it to yourself and think about it for a while before you say immediately, hey, that's not right, that doesn't that well. Okay? You've got a lot of cups on the board. Okay. Well, not a lot, but you had the lovers upside down, and then you got the page of cups, and then you got the king of cups. Okay? This energy is starting to shift into your heart. Okay?
and trust your heart.
And that's a very good thing. Okay? And that might be why this lovers is upside down, because it's been so hard for you to be more in your heart space. Okay?
I gotta be.
Okay. You're also coming out of a period of rest. All right? You're getting ready to pick your sword back up and go back into battle. And I've seen that a little bit recently. Okay? And we got this shift coming in, shift going out. You're making decisions and you're making them for your best interest. Okay? It's not necessarily easy decisions, but you're making them based on your personal needs at this point in time. You're also coming out of this lackadaisical. You're starting to focus more on what is important to you. You're starting to dig a little deeper into who you are, what you want, how you feel, and what you will and won't tolerate anymore. And that's coming in steady, okay? Coming in steady. Since the second queen on the board, you're doing good, okay? This queen, she holds her own, and you're starting to step into that, okay? With this queen holding her own, and this queen standing in her truth, that's showing more of that Empress energy that Alice had. You're starting to get ideas. Things are starting to come to you a little bit more. You're starting to trust yourself a little bit more. Your creativity is starting to come back into play. And you're getting ready to dump the swords out of this boat in order that you can find your peace. Okay? It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. And like I said, I agree with everything that Alice said. Things are going. You feel like you're in the thick of it right now with all of your emotions and everything, but as you're feeling them and letting them go, you're realizing that you really didn't need that that anxiety didn't serve you anymore. See, and our emotions, our trauma responses, our emotions are guidance. Our trauma those are things that we learn in order to be able to survive. And as you're going through these things now, you're starting to realize, hey, that high anxiety, I didn't need that. I got my tribe here. And even though they have stuff going on or they're having a day where things aren't just going right, it's not something to get upset about because it's your tribe. And they've always got you when you need it the most. Okay?
When the divine says move and you need me now, we'll always be there. Otherwise, sometimes you have to sit with yourself and, there's been a lot of times when I thought I was going crazy and nobody was there and it was like, fuck you. And yeah, we get it. It's like, it's working through and understanding that you are loved and you are worthy of love.
Yep. And this is the last card. The mini empress.
Oh my goodness.
This woman has her finances in order. She's making money. She's
Well,
got everything that she needs. She's very self-sufficient. And this is where you're going. The decisions that you're making now, the things that you're doing now, are leading to this.
You know, the pentacles. I have a hard time seeing them as money because I see them as something valuable and I don't value money. I value the attitude that creates what I need for abundance. I don't see it as money. I see it as value because money isn't valuable. It's a man-made thing. It's a misery program. It's a control mechanism.
Yep.
We need to break those bonds too because all the readers focus on money, and you know God don't give a fuck about money. But that's the truth. All right.
Well, the world ran quite well before money was even introduced.
Natalie says 11:11.
Yay!
Yay! Now I have not seen Miss Leslie B show up again. She came in. She said hi.
Yeah.
She said quick read. Hello. No, she left. Okay. I still got her in here just in case. And you know me, if we have time, I like to go back and just throw a few just to say hey.
Right.
So, Natalie's next. Is she here? Yeah, Natalie. Can't take money with you in your end, and you can't eat that shit. We should concentrate on growing our own food and eating our own peaches. And I'm not blowing up my TV yet because I figured out why I want it on at night. Because you know that when you stand in your divine power, anything that's set out to hurt you goes back. How many times? 10 times? Some people say 3, I say 10. Fuck it, however many the divine says. Here you go, daddy. We're gonna hack your AI. We're gonna jack that for the right purpose. Evil bastards. Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe that's why. Just something in me said that needs to be on. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Natalie's here. Yida said thank you. She said awesome. Thanks. The truth of your soul is not like anyone. Neither is your relationship to the Father. That's why I don't try to. I mean, I can only describe my experience, which is on that post in the community. And my version of what I need him to be for me to. I mean, there's going to be different aspects, like you know, you didn't have the same relationship with your father as your sister did, and me telling you who God is for you is like me coming in and telling you and your sister, you know, how your dad is and who he is and how you should act with him and what he wants from you, you know. Do you know what I mean? It's like a personal, beautiful thing that everybody should have. And that's the only way, really, to stand in your power is to stand in your power as you were made to be for his glory. Honestly. And then once you do that, it's like, shit gets out of the way. Every time we trip over our ego, shit like I'm going through happens. But, you know, sometimes it's not even, well, sometimes we burn off. There's a lot to unpack. I'm going to unpack a lot of things in these series. So, Natalie's first up is strength. Yeah, I know you do, honey, but sometimes other people don't. And when I go into explaining something, it's not just for your benefit. Okay, well, there's something going on right now. But what I'm seeing here, Okay. Are you ready, Dawn, or are you still?
Go ahead.
Well, yeah. I see somebody wanting to come out of a whole lot of heartache and isolation, feeling left out in the cold and unloved.
Is there a divorce going on?
There's something going on. There's a whole lot of immature energy here. There may be something going on, or it could be children too. Could be something to do with children.
That's why I asked if there was a divorce going on, because my first three cards were the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the King of Cups.
I got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. That's all the fucking pages between you and me.
Now I got the Five of Pentacles and the Tower reversed.
Both reversed?
No, the Tower's reversed. The Five of Pentacles is upright.
Huh. Somebody's trying to stop a change from happening. They don't want that Five of Pentacles. Good night, sweetheart. We love you.
Good night, whoever you are.
Ida.
Oh, good night, Ida.
She said, the divine is my best friend. Yes. She said, that would be something I don't realize. Yeah, well, maybe you should see. We're there. You have backup. The divine sent you backup, damn it. See, sometimes people look at us as tarot readers and we're looking at their future, but some of us are actually um, here to help you create your own future and show you how you do that. So you don't need us, because this is not like any kind of superpower or any kind of thing. This is what we're normally are. We don't actually even need the cards, or I don't anyway. But
I use them as a crutch.
yeah, people like them.
Yeah.
But I I'm not really attached to anything but helping people understand their own power, their own strength within their and their ability to change their environment if it's not one they're happy with, because then that means that there's some kind of divine disconnect here that we need to straighten up. And basically that's all it is.
Has Natalie responded?
Natalie, yes. Okay. There's a Page of Swords here now too, but he's upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some shit going on here.
Is this divorce going on because of adultery?
Does he got too many hens in his hen house, Natalie? Is that why that happened?
Well,
I think there's trouble with one of the kids too.
yeah, and
Well, I don't know if this could be a reflection of this guy being uber controlling. With
okay,
this,
but he showed up in my reading as a King of Cups,
right? But
and I have the Queen of Pentacles upside down.
well, right? Okay. And yes to what, Natalie? We've thrown a lot out there. You're on about a 30-second delay, or maybe even a minute. I don't know. Who knows?
Tried the Three of Swords and the Lovers with the Queen of Pentacles.
I have the Three of Swords upside down. Somebody wants to come out of a hole, and they're on the wheel right now. But let's make sure we come out on top and not at the bottom of that bitch and start the same cycle over.
Right. Well, there's something that's not being seen. Because we've got the moon over here.
See, my Knight of Pentacles is upside down. So I think she was expecting to hear about some kind of finance, and that didn't come through yet. Something fell through on finances.
Yeah. Well, I've got the Eight of Pentacles, so there's hard work being put.
I got the 7. It looks like she's taking her time to see what she got last time before she starts building again. Waiting, waiting to see what happens before she knows what she has to do financially, it feels like. Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna say this. We have the Seven of Swords and it's upside down. The Seven of Swords is usually something that's been stolen from you. However, when it's upside down, something is being given back to you. Okay? See the two swords that are at the top of the card like this? They're left. It's something coming back to you that was taken. And it looks like it might actually be finances because the next card is the Ace of Pentacles and it's upside down as well.
I got the Ace of Cups upside down.
Well, that kind of tends to happen with a divorce.
I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting any kind of.
Is she on Facebook or is she on?
No, she's on. Yeah. She is on YouTube.
Okay, so the only message that I see from her is the yes.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Did we lose her? Okay. I don't either. Oh, wow. Oh, there she is.
Fantastic. What she said.
No divorce. No divorce.
No divorce. Okay.
I think she was saying yes, she's there.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay.
Okay. I got a whole lot of cards out, and I'm just gonna go through them real quick. All right.
Mm-hmm.
First one came out. Page of Cups. Page of Swords. King of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Lovers, Moon, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Magician.
Ah,
That's a whole lot of energy.
that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of flow in different directions.
Yep.
Kind of like not being able to concentrate, almost like, I don't know. Kind of sounds like my type of thinking, where I'm thinking about 10 things at once and trying to see. It's almost like strategizing. Hmm. What else you got, ma'am?
Well, when I look at the cards, all of them,
Mm-hmm. It's telling a story, isn't it?
the ones that stick out the most are the Tower that's reversed, so trying to hold something together. The Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the King of Cups sticks out together. The Lovers reversed and the Moon. And that Queen of Pentacles upside down kind of gets me.
I feel like somebody's looking for direction, for sure.
Well, there's definitely a hard time making choices because the Lovers can be a choice. The Two of Wands is choices. The Three of Wands is decisions, choices.
I see somebody who has a fear of making a mistake or feeling mistaken. Ellie, thank you. I don't ever think about that. Yeah, Dawn and I come on, and sometimes I come on at weird times. So hit the like button, subscribe. If you find something that you think a friend of yours needs to hear, share, and share your experience. Because this is some real shit coming at you. And hit that notification button with the bell so you'll know when we're here. Because we love talking to you. Thank you, Elaine. She's awesome. Okay. So overall, what do you think she ought to be concentrating on?
Well, the mental clarity. my next question is going to be: is there illness?
She said that she was divorced in 2010. Okay, but there could be some things about going on from trace elements. Trace elements could be lingering from that. That kind of changed you a little bit that maybe we need to look at. There you go. Okay, well, I, see, I wasn't seeing a two of cups here, but I'm reading from a different perspective, so
Right. Well, I don't have a two of cups either.
yeah. I'm only seeing an ace of cups and an ace of pentacles. Okay.
And there's a couple of cards that would support illness and illness being there. There's there's the Five of Pentacles. That typically somebody left out in the cold, but it can represent sickness and illness as well. And then we've got the Four of Swords, which is a period of rest and coming out of a period of rest. And typically when we're ill, we have to rest.
Well, illness is usually caused by, or feeling like you have to rest is usually caused by the kind of things I'm seeing here, possibly.
Right.
So that makes sense. Has everybody been feeling okay, Natalie? I'm worried about like this upside down page of swords up here. Was there children? Is there a problem with a child? One of your a kid? Cause Natalie, I don't know exactly. I've got two court cards, three court cards on the four. Okay, four major arcanas that I see right off the bat. Yeah, lots of cards. It's kind of spitting them out, and there's a reason why Divine does that because it kind of gives us a story and a basis of the energy that you've seen, which kind of gives us a baseline of a feeling of the energy in the past. But if this isn't a kid or I'm confused because there's a whole lot of page energy here.
Yeah.
That's how you think? Okay. There's a whole lot of page energy, so what I'm basically seeing here is I'm seeing the strength first thing out and the wheel of fortune on your main line. And everything freaking else is upside down. Now, when I see the three upside down, it's the Ace of Cups, which I'm going to hang on to that Ace of Cups because that's the important one to me. Because it's kind of the reason why we kind of have this Five of Pentacles feeling that you want to come out of, like lack. When I see that, it to me it means lack or being left out in the cold or ostracized or not worthy or some kind of bullshit we don't need. And you want to there's heartache from this. And heartache usually this is the me myself and I card. That I call, and this is the most transforming card as I can signify because the swords are going through the heart, and that is real pain that makes you think. There's a reason why they're swords. Um, it's a card of discovery of exactly who me, myself, and I is and isn't. But that kind of pain can either make you bitter or better. Now, you don't have to be bitter to be bitter towards certain kind of emotions. I feel like something shut down here.
You know, that's probably the best explanation with everything that I'm looking at over here.
Well, I feel like something is it feels shut down here. Um, like her intuition is being blocked with this magician here.
You got that too?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't know if she knows anything about. Okay, with magic here, I am going to relate this possibly to a spell. If you know anything that does that kind of thing, um, there, the the other thing I would relate this to is somebody trying to shut certain amazing parts of you down on purpose. And with this upside down page of swords here, that's kind of like a little fuckery immature energy that would, not using that sort of truth for bringing trouble instead of peace. They know the truth, but they ain't using it. It's a little lion energy. And I feel like when there was, there's a lot to unpack here because it looks like all kinds of scary things hit you all at once. And it didn't seem like you could get a break. Can I help you? Hang on. Please tell me that was you. Did a door just open
Yes.
in your house?
Yes.
Don't do that to me. Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the only one here.
I know. Sorry. Wasn't a bad divorce. Okay. Calculating. Hmm.
There's a okay.
I not jaded. Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm not feeling really jaded. Um. Okay. So
On my side, there's a lot of masculine energy. Okay, there's the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords. That's the childish energy. There's the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Magician.
yeah.
Okay, and the only feminine energy is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse.
Okay. What I'm feeling here, I'm just gonna say it. I'm kind of seeing like I'm not focused on love. It's not important. I want to I want to learn how to be the star. It's kind of like I want to take over the world, you know. And it's kind of like more practicality is what I'm feeling because there's some kind of disconnect as far as the emotions go, and more on the focus of and studying and looking at things. But not seeing any action yet. So I think what I'm seeing is this fucking you up right here. Because if you're looking for forward momentum, you got some hellacious cards. But this mindset, if you have this mindset, this little, yeah, I don't mind telling a little lie, or I don't mind doing this to get ahead. The spirit is saying, man, you need to walk away from that because you should have more. Don't, yeah, don't use that energy, and that's why I'm seeing a lot of lower because maybe there's a better way. Maybe that's why you're on hold or waiting, or because I don't know how I'm trying to say this. You know, it's kind of like being in an interview with those three little assholes kind of firing those questions at you. I used to call them the Grand Inquisition. It's like, blah, 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 and then, blah, 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 you know, and then, blah, 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 and then it's like all over again. And they're it's kind of like a mind fuckery because they kind of ask you the same questions, only in different ways to see if you're sincere. I mean, it is, and I feel like that maybe there's some kind of process here that they're using, some kind of trick that you're missing out on because of that wanting to get ahead or wanting to focus on. I don't know. It feels like making money, being stable, being. And I do see a lot of pinnacles here, but I feel like there was something you were expecting to hear, or something that you were expecting in the money department, or the stability department. You were expecting something to happen, and it didn't right here. But I do feel like it's going to happen. But I think the message here is that maybe you should focus on those gifts, on your strengths. I don't know. Or maybe you should strengthen what you know is your weaknesses. That could be it too. Because you know that there's something here that you need to work on, that you need to walk away from, that's putting you on hold. But you have an idea to get rid of whatever. Yeah,
Apprenticeship.
yeah, whatever burdens you might be. Oh, Knight of Swords. You're going to hear something soon. Whatever you are focusing on and trying to move ahead, there's something that's going to come quickly in a break. But you're not going to trust it right away.
Okay. I got one more question.
Hmm.
What's the plan?
Is it a business plan? I don't know. I see a lot of strategizing and learning and trying to understand and not really focusing on a lot of feeling here.
Right. Right. There's definitely a lot of studying going on too.
Mm. But I got the world upside down and judgment upside down. So I feel like somebody is like afraid to make a wrong mistake because they're afraid to miss an opportunity, but then they're afraid if they take an opportunity, So, and that comes back to this little fuckery card right here. And there's a reason that you might have this here, and this might be happening too, because we need to look at this. It's something I think to do with some kind of communication of truth with that sword there, um, or not feeling honest about something, or not understanding something. I don't know.
You have a hard time opening up to people. You tend to be like closed off because the cards. It, I'll be honest, I'm struggling. Okay, I'm over here struggling, looking at these cards, trying to figure out that it's like you have a wall
There's
up,
a total lack of emotion. Yeah, it's not in play here.
and I just can't. It doesn't flow.
Well, it kind of does, but it's like total, you know,
Bumpy.
yeah. And it's not like there's a lot of passion here either. So I see a lot of interest in this, a lot of interest in that, wanting to get ahead, but maybe it's motivation. I don't know. There's a lack of, it's almost like there's a flat line here.
Yep.
But yeah, I see a lot of strength. I see the wheel of fortune. But this is the only one really, this and this are the only two, well, and this, until we get over here, which was after, are really the only three that's upside down. That one's not bad upside down, but that could still be about focus. This one and this one I'm kind of concerned about because that's missing an opportunity. And this is some kind of mindset that's not so good. Some kind of thoughts, some kind of, and you kind of know what this is about. I think um, that you need to walk away from because that's making you stagnant. That's putting you on hold. Now it's a mindset. Let me look at it. I want to look at that little shit. I don't like any of the swords upside down. I just don't. Because that mind, I mean, any of the mind cards upside down can really, uh, well, that's a subconscious level. Things that sometimes we don't even know, realize. That's why we'll look at it. The upside. Seven of Pentacles again. Okay. Um, it's funny, I had my deck upside down. Lack of motivation, I'm definitely getting. Bored almost. It's like she's sitting in her power. She's fine. Everything's there. Mother type, but I'm still not feeling the emotion. This is about business. Um, it's almost like the feeling like money can buy happiness, and Yeah, we're afraid to go soul deep here. It's easier for her to a very, I would say, scientific thinker almost.
See, and that was what I was trying to get at with the masculine energy. It's all more logical. There's not a lot of emotion. But
Oh,
that upside down queen,
oh, look, we have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, so whatever it is, I mean, it'll work for her. But there's this one energy that is kind of like karmically
yeah,
um active, that's kind of messing her up. Yeah, she's like, no, 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 I don't want to hear about God. God's just gives me a headache, man. I don't want to hear about that. Either that or there's something painful here that we don't want to deal with, one or the other. Um,
like I said, I hit a wall. As I started looking at the cards, I hit a wall, and it was like nothing fits together.
oh no, there's with this 10 end of a cycle with the Hierophant. That's some kind of big juju right there because uh, okay. I think she maybe disconnected herself from the thought of it because of some kind of maybe happening within that community at one point where maybe she got some type of what I like to call the Christians, I don't know, Miss Bertha better than yous type Christians, which what do they call them, hypocrites,
You know,
kind of soured the realm maybe, made her kind of like, I mean, practical thinker here. Like, yeah, screw that. There's some kind of regrets here that lasted with her because, you know, it made her feel like, I don't know, like she's missing something. It's like that didn't work either. I don't know. Huh. Well, it's like this. I feel like you're very balanced, but whatever that little page upside down is, whatever this untruth is in some way that you kind of feel you know about, and maybe this is because maybe she's reaching for divine truth here. Proof. Maybe she's looking for proof. A message. A message for a different perspective, perhaps, on that. I find it interesting that, you know, the back is turned on the two cups, which I always associate between us and spirit. And that kind of stood out. So, I don't know. I think if we look, yeah, just work on that one little Page of Swords issue.
okay, so I'm gonna note this.
Yeah.
Okay, as I've been shuffling, I put all of my cards back, and I was thinking, the ones that pop out.
Uh huh.
Devils popped out 3 times upside down.
Mm. 666. Um, our good old buddy, Mr.
upside down, it's getting rid of things that it's overcoming things. It's understanding yourself more deeply and figuring out your pattern and and actively removing the things that are hindering you from moving forward. And I'm going to say this again. Whatever it is that we're hitting all around but haven't hit it on a pinpoint, there's something that you're not seeing.
All right. I swear, if I had an Indian name, it would be She Who Pees a Lot. Hi, Mary. Okay, we got this. If I look, yeah. I don't know what that's about, but I'm kind of feeling weird about that one. Do you do you see that name up there in whatever on Facebook?
No.
It really doesn't look right, but I don't know. It has a lot of consonants. I don't even know how to say it. Tikla, and she, of course, is looking about love or general. Well, lots of strength. That's all I've seen on here. I'm not seeing any more comments. She is very quiet.
Yet. Gotta.
Yeah.
We're not feeding the psychic.
She is definitely not feeding the psychic. I think she's I don't know. I'm seeing a few different things like almost like an experiment or a test. Strength and will of fortune. The star. The star of the magician. Wait a minute. The wheel of fortune. Hmm. Natalie, are you hiding a secret? We lost Dawn. Where'd she go?
We're trying to come back. You gotta accept me.
I gotta accept you? Jeez. I don't know. There's something here about Natalie I'm kind of curious about because this is almost like Star Maker type energy. Like like a scout in a way looking for something.
Yeah.
With the Nine of Pentacles upside down. I don't know. Maybe she's the one that makes that decision whether he's upside down or right side up.
Possibility.
Maybe she's like in management or above type mentality. I mean, I don't know. But that's that kind of energy too. Like a scout. Calculating and you got the upside down Diablo?
Yeah.
trying to break some chains there.
Yep.
With the world and the judgment upside down, there's somebody's trying to stop something. Trying to stop something here. And with Diablo upside down, that's a big message, really. Somebody's trying to stop the effects of some bad juju. Somebody's trying to stop the effects of some bad juju here. There is an untruth, just not with me. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm feeling this is a kind of like a make it or break it type energy, kind of like somebody's trying to. There's where the magic it comes in. Somebody's trying to stop either somebody from getting rid of a devilish type energy that is holding this environment back. It's almost like a secret. Nobody can tell it because of finances. Almost like a whistleblower in a way, but I don't know. I don't know that it's a whistleblower, but I feel like somebody wants to clean a conscience here. Get rid of a burden. I don't know, but this is some powerful energy. There's, I'm feeling almost like star level in a way. That kind of, maybe that's why everything's so level because there's no worries, no stress, no outside of this little upside down lie that's feeling like the devil that somebody wants to get rid of so they can be happy. It's not a little one either with all these cards showing up. So, what? Okay, in this situation, Don,
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, guidance because we don't need to know all the details on this because it doesn't feel like they should be told until the right time if there's a secret. Magic on the bottom. Um, I'd just like to know, like, what would Spirit, from his bird's eye view of everything that is, was, or ever will be, what advice would Spirit have to help through this situation? I mean, it's almost like accepted elephant in the room feeling.
Okay. This is one of those times where I'm just gonna say what's on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
and make moves. And I also heard Pleiadian. And did I say otherworldly?
Pleiadian. Yeah, it's kind of otherworldly. Somebody else's. I think it's more than somebody else by the cards that I saw that somebody else knows about what's going on. Somebody is afraid, confused, kind of trying to find a different perspective about some kind of issue. And I feel like they know something, and if they know that if they let it flow, it's going to cause some problems, some turmoil. So they're waiting.
Okay, Alice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it showed up for you yet or not, but it says, yes, we're looking for a child, and oh my god.
Oh my god.
OMG.
Well, there's something that's known here that's being held back because and it has to do with good news, but it's not. I don't know. Feels like it's going to cause a problem. And I don't understand why a child would cause a problem because that should be good news. Happy news, but.
Alice.
Huh.
That child is missing.
Well, if a child is missing, okay, that could be the regrets, and then going within with worry, different. Okay. Well, the last two cards is the Ace of Cups and the World. But there's a lot of arguing here. Did somebody take off, or are they missing?
She said, hang on,
Looking for a child. Oh my god.
for a child. OMG.
Right. Well, either way, I see the world, and I see strength. I see the Ace of Cups. I see a hangman. So I feel like somebody's waiting to hear something. Which could be the two. I know. Queen of Pentacles. That's the mother. Three of Cups reunion. Um, okay, I kind of thought immediately about the adoption, adopting a child, waiting for a child, but looking for a child. I'm not sure either way. I feel like there's going to be a good outcome. But with this arguing here, it's almost like some kind of turmoil and confusion. So I don't know if the child is missing because the child ran away or if there was some kind of confusion and trouble and turmoil in a process to get a child because there's waiting here too. A lot of waiting. Seven of Pentacles came up 3 freaking times. So, oh my god, what? But I'm getting into Three Cups, which is about, either at celebrations or reunions, the Queen of Pentacles, happy mama, the Ace of Cups, strength in the world. So I'm not seeing any bad shit coming out of this. I'm only seeing good shit. Um, Either way it goes. I hope they clean their conscience. A mother took a child to Chile against the father's knowing. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, there's going to be. That's what the fighting is, okay, and the backbiting. I can see absolutely. But I mean, I feel like this is going to end up being a happy reunion. That's maybe why I got the adoption. Because it felt far away for a child being here. But no, I'm getting. How soon? Give me an idea. 5, 5. Did this just happen? Like in May?
So if this happened 15 years ago and you just saw the missing child poster at customs for the first time, this child would be an adult now, right?
Well, adult or not, there's going to be some reunions. Some happy reunions. That could be the waiting, the waiting, the waiting, the Seven of Pentacles. That's why it showed up 3 times. That makes sense. Well, I'm going to say, you're going to hear something. I got the number 10, which could be 10 weeks, 10 months, or on a 10th. I don't think it's going to be really soon that this is going to happen. But there's something I think what's going on is there's something being overlooked that. See, I'm not seeing justice here. I don't feel like there's any court or any legal people involved. That's what's confusing me.
Okay, I got justice, the Eight of Pentacles, and judgment with the King of Cups.
Right. Well, you got that end of it then. I'm seeing a happy reunion, honestly, and I don't feel like there's any misleading going on here. No, I feel like there's nothing to worry about right now. Honestly, I feel like this is a happy reunion. It's gonna be celebrated. Yeah, we're at the end. I think is what that says. I don't know. My eyes are getting crossed.
It says we're at a dead end.
At a dead end.
Yep.
Well, yeah, with that Knight of Swords on the end of the last one, there's gonna be something, some kind of news coming in quick.
Yeah, she said court was involved, mitigation, and nothing can be done as there is no treaty with Chile.
That's
The
what I was
child
thinking.
is not a child anymore. The child is an adult, and I get the feeling that this baby is coming back to the United States.
Well, whatever. There's going to be some reunions and some happy times. Now, maybe she's showing up as the Queen of Pentacles herself.
Possibly.
So, but I have a feeling maybe she's going to find you. Honestly.
That.
Yeah. Well, guys, he's now 16. The father had custody in Canada and she ran off to Chile when he was 1. He's now 16. Well, you're either going to get some news. There's going to be, and it's coming quick. Going to hear some kind of news, and there's going to be a reunion. So hang in there. Keep in touch.
Definitely.
Yeah, let us know what's going on. He was only a baby. That's so heartbreaking. Mary was here. What time is it? It's 11.
That's almost 11:30.
Yeah, these have been long readings today, but I mean we got that Ev, whatever her name was. I cannot say it. I'm sorry. There's too many vowels and not enough consonants, and my mouth don't move that way. And just don't do it. So, Natalie, wow, that was something. It was like kind of so.
Yes. That's the hardest reading that I've participated in quite a while.
Yeah. I think it's almost maybe it was like afraid to hope. But I don't think you should lose hope. And with that magician there, the more thought you give to a happy reunion, the more that possibility will manifest itself because somebody's got some big juju going on here. And you got to make sure whoever has this big juju is supporting the positive outcome. Okay? So that's what we got for you guys. I'm kind of like beat tonight. So we've been busy. Or I've been busy anyway. I still got a lot to go. I still got to separate out a lot of my stuff and um I got like clothes washed and folded and I don't know what else. I still have to figure out how that's gonna happen. I know what small furniture he wants, but he didn't say anything about anything else. Still have some things to go, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Me too.
because I got to get up and still start packing. All right. So we'll see you in, well, I don't know. Hit the subscribe and the bell icon so you'll know when we come on. If we didn't catch you tonight, we'll catch you next time, okay? But blessed be.
Be blessed.
Namaste.
Sorry. Namaste.
Have a great night.